Title: The One Secret for Perfect Aglio e Olio. Enough with sad, dry aglio e olio, where all the oil slides to the bottom of the plate. I know what you're thinking. It's just garlic and oil. How hard can it be? But actually, there's a common mistake almost everyone makes, which leaves the pasta disconnected and the sauce separated. Do you think you've tried everything? Today, I'm going to show you the one technique that will transform your dish from this to this. And no cream, no cheese, no weird tricks. Just the pure, simple magic of Italian cooking. Are you ready? It all starts with the ingredients. With such a simple dish, quality is king. We need an exceptional extra virgin olive oil, the kind that smells amazing, that you'd use raw on bruschetta. And the garlic. Fresh, firm, with no germ, that's the sprout inside. Now, let's get to it. The number one mistake to avoid is burning the garlic, which would make everything bitter and inedible. The solution? Don't throw it into boiling oil, but do the exact opposite. We cut the garlic into thin slices, we don't mince it, so it will release its aroma more gently. Put garlic, oil, and a nice chili pepper in a large pan, all cold. Only now do we turn on the heat to the lowest setting. We need to give the oil time to flavor itself slowly, extracting the essence of the garlic without overpowering it. This is already a great starting point, but it's not the real secret yet. While the oil heats up, we throw the spaghetti into plenty of boiling salted water. And now, the turning point. The thing that will transform your aglio e olio from good to spectacular. The real secret isn't an ingredient, but a technique. Risotto-style cooking for pasta. What does that mean? It means we'll finish cooking the pasta as if it were a risotto. Forget the cooking times on the package. We need to drain the spaghetti very, very al dente. Let's say half cooked, not a minute more. And I insist, don't throw away the pasta water. It's liquid gold, the heart of our creamy sauce. As soon as they're drained, we transfer the spaghetti directly into the pan, where the oil, meanwhile, will have turned a golden color and smell incredible. Turn up the heat a bit and go. Start tossing right away, moving the pan with energy. Now, add a ladle full of boiling pasta water. Do you hear that sizzle? That's the sound of magic. It's not magic, it's chemistry. The starch the pasta released into the water, combined with the oil and movement, creates a natural emulsion. A thick, rich, creamy sauce, without adding anything else. This is the step almost everyone skips, just seasoning the pasta at the end of cooking. And that, my friends, is the mistake we won't make anymore. Our job now is to keep cooking the spaghetti in the pan, stirring and adding a little pasta water each time the previous amount is absorbed, just like you would with broth for a risotto. You'll see the transformation with your own eyes. Oil and water will no longer be separate, but fused into a velvety sauce that clings to every single strand of spaghetti. Look here. See how the sauce doesn't just slide off but coats the pasta? This is the creaminess we were looking for. Taste to check the doneness. When the spaghetti is al dente, but cooked, we're there. Turn off the heat. If you like, this is the perfect moment for a handful of fresh chopped parsley, which adds color and freshness. One last energetic stir, and we're ready to plate. If this technique surprised you and you can't wait to impress your friends at the next spaghetti night, let me know. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss other tricks that will change the way you cook. And here's the moment of truth. Let's plate it, creating a beautiful nest of spaghetti. And the real test? Look at the bottom of the plate. There's no pool of oil, no separation. There's just a perfect cream that coats everything. This isn't just a simple aglio e olio spaghetti, but an experience. A creamy, flavorful, and rich dish. The secret, as promised, wasn't a strange ingredient, but a technique that you now know too. Proof that in cooking, often the how is more important than the what. Now it's your turn. Try it and let me know in the comments how it went. Enjoy your meal.